man. Hoochah. Just gonna get some conversation going on real quick. Please, brother, can you hear me?
That shit pisses me off, bro. Hold on, bro.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Okay. Good?
Good, brother. How are you? Every day?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I hear you, man. You vibrate high.
Okay, see? Motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? The frequency gets fucked up when you vibrate too high, man.
Yes, sir, man.
But yeah, man, back to what we was going at, man. I appreciate motherfuckers who just stand up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, real just stand up guys, man. You ain't gotta try to be the best at everything. I'm so tired of us trying to be the best at everything, bro. That shit is lame, okay? Be the best at what you do, man. And it's cool. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. I just don't like the fact that still to this day in our community, man, we go at each other for what, bro? What?
Yeah, man. It's like,
what we going at each other for?
Pride, ego.
Nigga, I need you. Nigga, I need you.
Right.
Type shit.
Exactly. At the end of the day, you know, we family, man. Like, and the problem is everybody wants to be the head nigga in charge. You know what I'm saying? They want to be top dead in the nigga king. How about we go back to being who we were? You know what I'm saying? Because who we are right now, it ain't working. So let's go back. But we
lived in a lot of harmony too, man. We lived in harmony, man. Like,
yes, sir.
We was beautiful people. Oh shit, you chopping up? I'm probably chopping up too.
Oh, I'm chopping up? How about now? Am I good?
Yeah.
Am I good now?
I mean, you good, but you going in and out. But you probably, you know what I'm saying? You probably driving. I see you driving, so you probably in and out of shit.
Once I get closer to home, it should straighten back out.
Man, this shit need to be said, man. It gotta be said. Bro, we can do this again. Bro, we can do this again when you get to the crib. And when I tell you, man, listen, I got something for their ass. And I'm tired of these motherfuckers trying to tell me who the fuck I am. I know who the fuck I am. Bitch,
right.
Look at my hair.
Right.
Fuck is you talking about? I had this little Asian lady tell me, bro, I'm like, are you serious? Like, man, get the fuck out of here with that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Share your story, brother. Let them know what
I know who I am.
Uh-oh, I'm messing up. You might as well chop it up. Yeah.
So I'm just.
We both messing up. Can y'all hear us? Or did this?
And on that shit, right? And the little Asian lady, little Japanese lady, gonna come out like, "Oh, you're black, bruh." Right. I gave her about 10 seconds of my time. This is exactly what I told her. You standing on my motherfucking land. Take your ass back to Japan, and I ain't give a fuck about no hate crime.
Right.
You got me fucked up. Take your fuck ass back to where the fuck you came from, because this is my shit. This is my house. But this is my house. You feel me? Shit, it's my shit. Fuck you talking about?
Absolutely, man. Like, at the end, and that's
I stand on that, bro.
Problem, man.
You know what? Man. I feel like we gaining our fire back, bro. I feel like year by year we have been gaining our motherfucking fire back. Stop playing. It's pull-up season. Not summer. It's pull-up season. We not playing with nobody. Right. Bro, if you come fuck with us, we come to fuck with you. And trust me, if it get too motherfucking bad, listen, I ain't trying to get your live stream, so I ain't gonna say nothing else. But y'all know what the fuck my energy is right now.
No doubt.
Straight up.
We all know, man.
We tired of this whole ass shit.
Period. At the end of the day, man, you know, it's time for us to start vibrating high, man. It's time for more togetherness. Put the ego aside. Let the ego die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we need each other.
But our energy gotta vibrate together, though, man. We can't be beating. Yeah. We can't be beating different drums at different paces. Our drum, when we beat that drum and we hit all at the same motherfucking pace, that shit is so loud it'll shake the earth.
That's
but
right.
It's been said, it's been told. When we make an ancestral noise, it shakes the earth. We gotta stop yelling against each other and yell in the same motherfucking direction and make an ancestral noise and shake this fucking earth.
That's right. That's right. Every time we speak, it vibrates. You know what I'm saying? Every time we speak, it rips through the air. People still doing everything or for us. They come over here not for none of these little monuments. They look at all that, yeah, that's fine, but they really come here to look at us, to view the Aboriginal. They want to see us in the natural. Oh, that's them? That's them. They be coming over here in buses. And half of the times they don't be going no other place but in our area just to observe us. Look at us. You know what I'm saying? And it's time that we start realizing the power that we actually have. You know what I'm saying? Start getting back into your people, know your people. You know what I'm saying? And after you know your people or your language, then speak it. Leave this English behind. You know what I'm saying? This commerce language anyway. You know what I'm saying? Take that thing and chuck it back in the water.
None of that shit even matters. It really don't, man. None of that shit. None of that shit matters when you say what? I'm gonna step the fuck up. And I'm gonna be that motherfucking chief. I'm gonna be that motherfucking that warrior. All the rest of that shit go out the window. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. We warriors, man.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm tired of being this old docile ass. Nice. No, I'm a motherfucking straight black male, and I'm tired of this old pussy ass nice shit, dog. We gotta stop that shit, bro.
But see, people gotta realize though, yes, we are a gentle people. That's for our
yes,
people.
We are, but no, bro. Listen,
that's for our
we are. Hey, if you want to be real, we are Geminis. We are Geminis. We nice as fuck.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
Fucking cross that path and see what happens.
What I'm saying is right, but what I'm saying, brother, is we're gentle and compassionate, but it should be more directed for us because we have a warrior that comes out on anybody that comes against us. You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying we have to get back harmonious with one another. Then we can think about being nice to the rest of the world. At the end of the day, we always must be astute because we are the leaders of the world. Everybody in the world does what we do.
You're right.
You feel me? Because
I appreciate that because you're damn so right.
When we come in correction,
we the shit.
Exactly. Exactly. When people ask you, oh, what you call it, blah, 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 and what are you? And then we spit back who we are, they back off. It's like, oh, you know who he is. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
And as a matter of fact, people from the outside get happy when you know who you are.
Oh, you know what's funny? You're right, bro. You're right. They do. But some of them get angry, too. But it's only the people that's here that get angry. Because when you speak to somebody who really ain't from here, they be like, oh, you really know who you is. Even Africans, even real Africans. I'm not talking about these Pan-Africans. I'm talking about real Africans. They be like, oh, okay, yeah, you know who you is. You know you ain't me because I know I ain't you. Right. And they'll tell you, you ain't me, I ain't you. Yes, we are family, but we ain't the same.
That's right. They'll tell you that quick. Black, yes. African, no.
That's
and
real shit.
We already know that. You know what I'm saying? We know you cousins, but we know who we are too. You know what I'm saying? The Aboriginal over there, we're Aboriginal over here. You feel me? It's nothing like knowing your people. It brings a peace to you. You know what I'm saying? It brings a calmness and a stillness to you, but it also brings an erectness to your back, a squareness on your chest. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna let nobody just sit there and pulling your jive on you, talk to you any type of way. Like, hey, brother, I came to you with respect, you won't speak to me in respect, or it's going to be a problem. And they have no other choice but to respect it. And if they don't,
man, it's love, man, and we gotta spread that because we gotta change it. We gotta change the narrative though, because the narrative is that we hate each other and we kill each other, we sell each other drugs and all that shit. We have to change that fucking narrative. Listen, I love my motherfucking people, and I believe my people love me, and I believe we love each other. And if we do that, we can change the narrative. And if we change the narrative, we switch the whole fucking board around.
That's right.
Okay, so it's like chess, right? The white bees take the first move. But what if we switch the motherfucking narrative and the black bees can be on motherfucking attack first?
That's right.
We have to change the narrative.
That's right. It's like the brother
That's just straight up.
It's like the brother TV said, we can play any position on that board, but never get confused. You're a player, not a chess piece. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Don't be the chess piece. You gotta be the player, man. You're the one moving this shit. Don't be the one being moved. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just want to say shout out to the chat. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have a blissful day, man. Shout out to y'all. Love to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Love and blessings.
Right.
If any of y'all want to come in, man, and speak, I wish y'all would. You know what I'm saying? Love and blessings.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody want to add to the vibration, raise your hand. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? It only gets more powerful with more of us. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can.
We have to do this though, man. It's needed. Yes, it's very needed, man.
Very. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
It's our duty. This is what our ancestors really, when they was going out right on some real shit, they knew they was gonna have a breed of different type of motherfuckers. They knew it. They knew it was coming down the line, and that's us. That's literally us, bro. That's who the fuck we are. We the strongest, man. We the ones that's supposed to get this shit back together. And you know what I'm saying? It just started literally with two motherfuckers like us saying, hey, you know what? I don't give a fuck how our differences is, man. We're gonna put that shit to the side. I care about you enough to listen to you. You care about me enough to listen to me. And we're gonna motherfucking do what we need to do together to bring us up to where the fuck we supposed to be. Instead of down here in this fucking basement. We ain't the little brothers. We the motherfuckers. We the parents. We the grandparents.
That's right. That's right. We gotta start acting like it. You know what I mean? We gotta stop being the wards of another system and realize that we are the grandparent of that system. We're grandparenting into this. We laid the foundation. We put the brick together. We put the mortar that stacks on top of the brick that holds it. We're that piece. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're what keeps this world turning. We're what keeps, our body, the way our makeup is. We help regulate temperature on this planet. That's how powerful you are. That's what God is. Generator, operator, and destroyer. We have all three functions within us. That's how we gotta maneuver. That's how we gotta maneuver at the end of the day.
But that's how we gotta kind of live too, man. You know, we gotta stop living like we savages, man. Like we don't care about each other, man. And I don't just mean killing each other, but we tear each other down all the time, bro. I'm so sick of that whole ass shit, man. Why we gotta keep tearing each other down like we ain't shit? Okay, I don't know as much as you. I don't have as much as you. Why the fuck you gotta tear me down because of that?
Yeah, man. And that's not our way.
That shit is weak as fuck. You supposed to try to pull me up. If you see I'm holding on to my bootstraps by the motherfucking strings, nigga, pull me up.
And that's what it's supposed to be. That's what real enlightenment is. It's helping you remember who you are. Help you remember how powerful you are. Help you remember how your mind is. That's why we're called man. It literally derives from mind. You are the consciousness. The vessel is here for the physical experience. After you pass on, your consciousness continues. Energy never dies. You know what I'm saying?
It's transferred.
It's a real fact.
It's transferred. Energy does not die, it's transferred.
You're either going to be positive or negative energy. So that's what magnetism is. A full circle, a full cycle. 180 positive, 180 negative. Makes a
Hey,
complete
look,
circle.
hey, this is no bullshit. Hey, bro, when I was like 11 years old, my mom told me this is no joke. She said, son, you're always gonna have energy. She said, but do not let that energy get trapped in a circle. She said it could be up and down all day as long as you're moving forward. It could be up and down as long as you're moving forward. Do not get trapped and chasing your tail. She said your energy, my mom told me that when I was a kid. Your energy is magnetic, but do not in your own self. Keep it pushing. It's gonna be up and down, but just keep.
Listen, brother. All day, every day. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cycle, man. And see, the problem is the circle was the natural part, and the square is its fraternal twin, right? But at some point in time,
Yes, sir.
they broke that circle and they created a cycle. That's why they say everything goes to 6, right? Because it comes in, but it loops back into itself, and it breaks off, and it loops back into itself, breaks off, loops back into itself, and it continuously does that.
Hey, get a people something for a second. I gotta go ahead and use the bathroom.
All right, no problem at all, brother. But if you take that 6, flip it to its proper standing into a 9, now you're vibrating in the God level like you're supposed to. You know? Not to get too ahead of people, you know what I'm saying, go too far out, but basically it's about proper understanding of self. You talk about that higher energy, that God energy, you know what I'm saying, you have to connect back with your higher self. Otherwise, you're going to continue to get lower degree returns. And that's not what you want. You always want to continue to be the highest degree of yourself. You always want to meld back into the complete self. It has to be, as my tribal member, my partner, and my sister, Hamil Rabash, Little Red Feather, would say, you have to have both positive and negative points. Connection, like that, at all given times. That's the duality of life. You know, out of the darkness came the light. So the two was intertwined. That's the whole point of the yin and the yang. Is the light and the dark and the light. They have to coexist. Both sides of the self have to coexist. That's the only way you can get to the higher self. You have to be all three. You have to be generator, operator, and destroyer, and understand that you have all 3 qualities, and understand that you can activate all 3 traits and be at peace. Always go for the most peaceful option, of course, but understand that all of that is self, and that doesn't have to make you evil because you have that destroyer. Because when you build, what do? You destroy ignorance. That's the whole point of the build and destroy. You can destroy something, but put something back. That's the difference between a God and a devil. When you're God, if you destroy, you have to build and put something back. And that's what we have to get back to. We have to destroy this synthetic world that was created by not only the enemy, but the mistakes of our ancestors, as well as what they put in place for us to remember, and then take those tidbits of what they put there for us to remember, expound on that, and then rebuild, and then hopefully create something even better than it was before. I'm telling you, ancestors talking through the blood.
I got a question. I really do have a question for you.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I really do have a real question for you, right?
No, go ahead. I was at the climax.
We're finding out that these land patents are actually real, right? And we're seeing people get their land back, right? Mm-hmm. So, because I heard a sister, right, a few days ago, man, she's like, look, my grandfather, this is our land. We got 160 acres. Mm-hmm. Who wants to help me build. And she was dead ass serious, bro. Now, with everything that's going on, and I'm pretty sure you're well versed on this, you know that our people are getting our land back. What will we do to stop what happened the last couple times?
Well, for starters, we have to first we have to get back.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious.
I know, and I'm very serious too. First thing we have to do is get back in our proper standing as indigenous. That's for one. And then once we do that, and you reconnect with your tribe, you can put that up in a trust, like a tribal trust or something like that, to reinsure that they don't take that back. Because remember, once they put something in the contract, they're not going to put something in there that they themselves don't benefit from.
Look, I'm not trying to be funny. But on some real shit, I feel like if that happened, they would make a fucking way to say, oh, we don't got no more money, we gave it to them. We gave y'all money.
Well, see,
and then we were ready to switch.
For one, they wouldn't be able to do that anyway. Because for one,
why would you say that?
Okay, for one, a patent in a treaty is damn near the same thing. Okay, they're going to eventually have to honor that. That's for one. For two, you can put that in your records as well. But then once you understand the situation as far as the undrip, A-drip, all that other good stuff, and you are well versed in that, and then you put yourself back in proper standing and proper form, then you tribe up and you put that in a tribal trust, you are now recognized as indigenous. And once you're recognized as indigenous, you are considered a relic. Something that they have to protect and have to preserve. So once you get past that, put that in a proper trust, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you would have to do the due diligence, you have to find your people, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
Go through that proper process. Isn't much they can right.
I haven't went back too far. I went back to 1902. That's as far back as I went back. But
that's fine, brother.
It went back to the Chickasaw.
That's cool too, brother. And if you need to go, and if you do need help going back any further, don't be afraid to reach out. I have people to help. All right.
I need some help because I can't get past that. I cannot get past 1902. I got one in 1902 and 1907, which is my grandmother.
Okay.
So, and I can't get past that. I can't find nothing past that.
Right. And I'll help you further out. And there's other things in between that I'll probably discuss over here. There's certain things that we can't.
Yeah. I got.
Because it's not just our people listening. There's others listening. So
I know.
That part I
what's understood don't need to be talked about.
Exactly. But yes. So I can help you further elaborate with that. But that's it too. Until this point though, like if people are really serious about helping our sister, then they should, because that can only benefit us. If her mind is in the right place, she's going to do the right things with that. Absolutely.
Right.
We have to stop being so prideful in helping our people, especially if they're local. If they're local, you link up, figure some things out, get some like-minded people, build, and then we have no excuse. Oh, we don't have this, we don't have that. Okay, then you know what we got to do. Build.
We should have the tallest skyscraper in the fucking world.
Absolutely. And most of the stuff that we see, we build anyway, right? And if we can build it for somebody else and somebody else's company, why can't we build it for ourselves? If we have the ingenuity and the know-how.
Because you know what's crazy is we've been conditioned to not love each other enough to come together and do something for each other. And we have been conditioned. We have been colonized, bro. Because there was a time, bro, you couldn't get us apart. You can never catch a motherfucking quote-unquote black person by themselves. You got me fucked up. You ain't gonna catch me slipping.
That's right. We looked
but
at
now we don't trust each other. No, that shit is crazy.
That's right, because we had all of our ideals attacked. We had all of our ideals detached. and we allowed others to tell us who we are and who we are not. And we have to stop doing that, and we have to tell people, no, this is who I am, stand firm on it, be placed as the roots in the tree. We have to get more, you know what I'm saying, we've been too animalized. You know, we have to get back to our natural plant-like self and be rooted and steadfast.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I remember I just said it too. Our hair is the only hair that grow up to the motherfucking sun like a flower.
That's right. Alkaline. You know what I'm saying? The alkaline hair goes straight up.
At some point, I mean, I know there's some of us, they got, the beautiful hair, the silky hair. But you know what I'm saying? For the most part, our shit grow up to the fucking sun like a flower.
Like the moss that grows by the water, thick, and it drops down, and then you have some who goes up. Still antenna at the end of the day. That's why it has that curl at the tip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That curl at the tip. That's an antenna. But we have some who have the natural hair straight.
It's just like the light bulb. Think about that though. It's just like the light bulb. It's just like the light bulb. It curl up. Yeah. That's that pineal gland.
That's right. The pineal gland, the pituitary gland, and then that third gland, start with an H. Never think of the proper name of it. It's 3 different glands put together. Pituitary, which is the feminine gland, the pineal gland or the pineal gland, which is the masculine, and then there's a third spiritual gland that puts all 3 together. And you wrap all those 3 together, you have a mega awakening, and that's why they always try to feed us things such as high fructose corn syrup, because that actually helps calcify you, and it stops your body from producing the vitamin K, which allows your body to reproduce vitamin D in you. It's almost like an internal sunblock. It blocks you away.
Hey, clothes are a sunblock for us?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you see the shirt? It's got many holes in it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, the sun is here to help us. You know what I'm saying? And they put us in clothes.
That's right. That's why they have you with the little mask too. They're trying to disconnect you from the air, and they don't realize that you breathe out something called carbon dioxide, which that
helps the flowers.
Exactly. And then they breathe, and then
you smoke air back. They give you air back.
That's right. They give you oxygen.
This is elementary.
Exactly. Symbiotic.
This is a pandemic, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna say nothing crazy, but I know, man. This whole shit is just, man. Come on, man. Like, come on.
Exactly. That's all it is. Give me one
That's
second.
why I told you, bro. This is no joke, bro. I sat on my motherfucking porch.
Talk to the people.
The whole
Talk to the people real quick. I gotta get something. Talk to the people.
Hey, look, on some real shit, y'all. Look, check this out. How many of y'all last summer really was outside? Like, for real. Like, who really was just out, just doing shit? Because I sat my black ass in the crib. I was like, man, fuck all this shit. I'm about to sit right here and chill. I sat outside on my balcony all summer. And enjoyed it too. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Right. All right.
No, I want to ask you about something, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
All right. Look, man. Oh, shit, man. They see everything that's going on. They feel the energy, okay? And I'm gonna say they, and I'm just gonna keep it at that, okay?
Right.
They feel the energy. They see the shit happening. And I think they're afraid. And they are attacking us from every fucking angle. I know you understand me. How you feel about it?
It's a big ass fact. It's absolutely true. You know, truth is much stranger than fiction, and it's a real deal, and they know it, and they've known this day would come for a long time. The only reason we didn't know about, because it's been happened with our ancestors. We just didn't know about it because one, the information was hidden from us.
They whitewashed everything else and took the rest.
And not just that too, but you gotta remember too, it's harder for them to do like they did before because news travel much faster than it did back then. You know, everything is digital now. Everything is up there. They used it to keep an eye on us, but they don't understand the technology they're messing with because they're not the ones that's making it. They're putting a patent on it. But we're the ones that's making it, so it's always going to benefit us more than them. And the reason it's always going to benefit us more than them is because it travels on that wavelength. Now, people say the www represents the 666, right? And of course, we know that the 666 is actually protons, neutrons, and electrons, which embodies carbon. See what I'm saying? So even if you put that World Wide Web 666 up there, that's still connecting to carbon. So at the end of the day, that's also the Ethernet, because our brain connects to the ether. So no matter how many ways they try to switch it around and tweak the frequency, we're always going to freak it, flip it around, and figure it out.
Just like language. Just like
language. Exactly. Like how they tried to keep up with us with the what was it called back in the day? It was called Ebonics, the Book of Ebonics. Then it was the Urban Dictionary, and now both of those joints is damn near irrelevant.
Hey, hold on. Hey, on some real shit, hold on. I hope I don't butcher your name, man. I'm just gonna call you the Dream, bro. Hey, he said some real shit, bro. In the comments, he said what we need to do is build a strong base, bro.
Absolutely.
I agree with you, bro. Man, if you got something to say, bro, man, come on up in this motherfucker. Can I do that, cuz? I'm sorry, man. Can I do that?
Yeah, I'm inviting them right now.
Man, come on in this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm talking about? Chop it up, man. Tell how you feel, man. But listen, bro, this is how I feel, bro. All of us fucking matter, bro. All our spirits matter. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you claim. We gotta come together like butt cheeks to be the shit.
I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm passionate. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to scream words.
Nah, it's so good,
no,
brother.
For real, bro. But for real, man, that's how we gotta be, man. We have to be like that for us, man. Not for nobody else, but like you said, man, for us.
That's right. That's right.
And I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, straight up.
Appreciate you too, brother. And
that's what I said. Look, we was chopping it up. We was chopping it up off of this. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, bro, if it ain't gonna work on my fucking, let's go on yours.
That's right.
Man, let's just get the information out. Let's put the love out. Let's put that frequency out. Because really, we ain't gotta say nothing. We can come on here and be quiet as a motherfucker. And our people gonna know exactly what the fuck we saying.
I think he tried to join it, wouldn't allow him. Let's try it again.
You want me to try to add him?
Yeah. Try to add him.
Alright, let me see. Oh, it just said, alright. They miss motherfucker. unless I get off. I can get off probably bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
anyway, you bring him in?
Nah, he's saying it won't let him either. Let me see.
Shit, I'll get off. I'll let bro in. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it shouldn't be the case. You should be able to take at least 3 people in here.
Oh, he said it's a comment block.
Oh, because I posted.
Oh, you post too much? No, I ain't gonna get on you. I'm just messing with you, bro. nah. I'll fuck with you. But man, look, if you post too much, then it should be shit like this, bro. It really should, bro. We gotta wake our people the fuck up. It is time, dog. It was time yesteryear.
Salute to you, brother, and we will follow you back.
You know what I'm saying? We have to do this shit, bro. We have to. This is ours. Why are we still sitting around like some punk ass bitches, fuck?
That's right.
Stand up and be who the fuck we are. We warriors, bro. We always been warriors. Our women is warriors. Nigga, what? Stop playing. Right. Tell me one black woman you know that ain't going out.
Telling you, man.
Like, for real. From the hood. Like, type shit. Or an old country ass. Like, well, tell me one that you know ain't going out.
Telling you, man. Look. At the end of the
day, I love
like
that shit, bro.
Time for us to remember who we are, man. That's why these conversations have to be had. It's going to spark something in somebody's mind, and they going to mess around. They going to do something in the world.
Spark the whole nation.
Before. That's right.
It's going to be a world like, man, bro. It started last year. It's been happening for like a year and a half now. This is no joke. It started last year, and motherfuckers was like, yo, wait a minute, hold on. It's enough of this shit. And it just sparked from us losing our own people. We like, wait a minute, dog, hold up, wait the fuck a second.
That's right.
Now, I'm not no radical motherfucker. I don't want to kill nobody, but I'm gonna tell you like this right now. If you keep on with this shit, something is gonna happen.
That's right.
It's energy. It's energy, bro. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. Don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you. Period, bro. Energy is everything, and we have lost our energy, but we are starting to gain that shit back. I'm seeing way more motherfuckers just like me, and I be seeing some old people that look like me. They like calm down. Like, what the fuck? You ain't calm down. You ain't mad.
That's right.
You went through this shit, bro.
Telling you, it's going to happen regardless of what they try. You know, I mean, because first off, their population is dwindling anyway. You know, without saying too much. Scientifically, it's already happened. It's already began. That's what coronavirus is. Corona means a crown. Not only that, but it is the crown and the hottest point of the sun. Coronavirus is not for us, it's for them because it is a.
Bro, can I tell you something? Look,
yes.
You just said all that, right?
Yes.
Listen, you just put it in the fucking craziest terms, but can I tell you in the lamest terms what I know it as? Listen, I used to be a dog breeder. The only fucking entity that I ever knew to be able to catch the coronavirus was a fucking dog. And I used to be a dog breeder. You can go and look that shit up if you think I'm playing. I've been around plenty of dogs that had the fucking coronavirus. It was just like the parvo. They could fucking kill them if they was too young. And I know what I'm talking about. Go look that shit up.
Trust me, I used to breed dogs too. I understand. I know exactly what you're talking about.
The coronavirus, that was in a dog. And I had a few dogs that had it. And it was like I said, it's just like parvo to them.
Some people it's not.
Man, this is something, man.
Yeah.
It's planned.
It's a smart virus. That's why they have nanites in it. making a
They spraying that
protest.
shit in the sky, bro. They want they want our DNA so bad. They want our DNA so fucking bad. But our DNA changes every fucking day, so you can't figure it
That's
out.
right.
Bitch, stop playing with us. We are the gods. Stop playing with us. See, I'm trying to be nice about this shit, right? I really am. Because I don't hate nobody, okay?
Right.
And that's the God in me.
That's right.
I don't hate nobody, but I need you to acknowledge who the fuck I am. Stop playing with me. And if you can't acknowledge me, then I will step past you like you don't exist.
Whoa, right there. That's it. Acknowledge who we are, allow us to be, and we won't act regular. And that's all we ask. That's all we ever ask. To be. We don't hurt nobody. We don't do nothing unless we have to.
That's real, man. And we only warriors, because look at how you been softening me up, bro. With just knowledge, man. I'm saying, look at how you softened me up. I'm not like it, but if you take me there, and I see this shit, and I'm like, yo, this shit has to end. It has to end, bro. It has to end, bro. We can't keep doing this, man. We losing too many of our family members. I don't give a fuck. That's your family.
But you know what?
Family, bro.
But you know what?
And that's what makes me angry.
Not to quote a movie.
What makes me smile.
Not
Is
to
that
quote
we
a
waking
movie.
the fuck up.
But the end game is happening now, and it's in the DNA. The end game is happening now, and it's in the DNA.
I got loyalty inside my DNA.
That's right.
I can't figure it out. And they ain't got it.
Ancestors waking up,
Ain't
bro.
it beautiful?
Right
Ain't
there.
it beautiful? It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Waking up, bro. Every day, man, the ancestors are speaking.
And when the sun shine on us, hey, do you remember when Richard Pryor said, he said, I used to just go outside in the morning and put some sun on my face? I do that shit every day, bro, just because I remember when I was a kid, he said that. And every morning, when I go outside, bro, when the sun out, I just stand in the sun, bro, and just like kind of just rub it in. I don't know, that shit weird. I got that from Richard Pryor. It's real. That's funny, man. But like I say, bro, I take what I need and I leave the rest of that bullshit where it's at. If I ain't feeling it, I ain't feeling it. But I'm cool if you ain't feeling me. Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person. I know that there's a higher being. I'm gonna live like that, but I'm gonna be okay with me too.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's the harmony of both. You know what I'm saying? That's that man and that God, you know what I'm saying? That's that light and that dark. You know what I'm saying? Because people are trying to convince you that the darkness is evil.
It's bad.
Darkness is
no.
In your darkness you produce light.
Because out of darkness comes light.
That's right.
Just like, took the worst person in the motherfucking time to save the whole damn humanity. But that book, like I said, a lot of I'll leave it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, look, man, there is a lot of knowledge to be had. And if everybody would stop fighting against each other and actually just give each other the fucking knowledge and acknowledge that your knowledge ain't the only fucking knowledge, maybe we can all get some knowledge.
That's right. At the end of the day, you don't own this knowledge. This is passed down to us.
Man, I'm so tired of our people hating on each other, man. I'm sick of that shit. We all got a little bit, man. Bring that shit to the table and let's run the whole food.
That's right.
Let me take a break, bro. Hold on.
Yes, sir. That brother got feeling the spirit, man. I know y'all feeling it too, man. At the end of the day, we all got a piece, man. We gotta stop that BS. We gotta stop religious gang banging. We gotta stop gang banging on the shade of each other's skin. Oh, you mix. No, you mix. No, we create all different color spectrums. You know what I'm saying?
Look, bro,
Hold
on some real
my,
shit,
my
man.
brother Noah just sent in a
You know what,
request.
man? Your motherfucking spirit speaks to a lot of people, bro, that you don't know that you touch. And I don't know why I feel like I need to say this to you, but I need to say this to you. Your spirit touches more people than you think.
I appreciate that, brother.
You personally need to keep on continuing to do what you do, because guess what? If there is no you, right? There's no you, your spirit, your energy. Then guess what? I'm not here. We're not doing this shit. Your energy is everlasting, bro, and I love you for that.
Gratitude, brother. I love you too, brother. Gratitude. I appreciate that.
Everybody in the chat, man. You know, people who just, just care, man. I'm tired of us not caring about each other. That shit bugs me, man. It really does, man. Like, come on, man. How you not gonna love someone that looks just like your ass?
Absolutely.
You know how many motherfuckers got wide noses in my family? Short, low head, little stumpy little motherfuckers. Like, we got them all. They go big, wide, tall, small. Like, the fuck?
That's right.
Different shades. Right. Like, come on, man. We gotta stop that bullshit.
Need to. We really need to.
I'm sorry, bro, but I gotta say that the way I said it. We gotta stop that whole ass shit. Fighting against each other. That shit is stupid. We will never get nowhere like this. Never, ever, never, ever, never, ever. This is our shit, and we need to stand up like the gods and goddesses that we know we are.
Exactly.
And I bet you if we do, everybody else will fall in motherfucking place.
Of course, because they waiting. That's what they're waiting on anyway.
I'm sorry, but you know what I mean, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I already know. Yep. Already.
That part.
And to your point, Red Feather, it's not necessarily that they don't love you back. It's the simple fact that they don't know how to reciprocate that, because they don't know how they're not really in love with themselves. So it's hard for them to love you back the same way. You feel me? That's why we're doing what we're doing, to remind them who they are and remind them what they already know and forgot.
You know what, bro? Can I tell this brother something? Hey, brother, check this out. You need to allow people to love you the way they know how. Because maybe they don't know how to love you the way you want them to love you.
Oh, Red Feather's a sister. Red Feather's a sister.
Oh, I'm sorry, sister. I'm sorry. No disrespect. I'm sorry, sister. Allow them to love you the way they know how. And, sometimes it's hard. I know it is, because when you love somebody so much and they don't reciprocate that love, it's like, damn, it hurts. I know it hurts. But sometimes people don't know how to love. So you have to allow them to love you the way they are. And that's the best thing I can say to you, sister. I love you. Thank you for making that comment. But that's what I would have to say. Some people just don't know how to love. My grandmother, you know what I'm saying? She didn't really know how to love. She wasn't good at it.
Right. Exactly. Like, they don't necessarily know how to say certain things in a quote-unquote loving way. But even after I had an argument, what they'll do is they'll come back later. You hungry? I made some food. And that's their peace offering. So, because they don't really know how to say, I apologize, I'm sorry. Our people don't always know how to verbalize. So you have to pay attention to that action.
That's not what we used to do, though, bro.
Right.
We never used to do that. So that's probably why we're not good at it. Like, think about that. On some real shit. Look, we just had a little break. Think about that, though. We never used to be like that. We was always spiritual beings, bro. We didn't use words. We use sound and vibration. That's who we are as a people.
That's right.
Man, I feel it. You feel it. We do, bro. It's
sound,
just
vibration, action. You know what I'm saying?
And reaction.
That's right. And that's probably been a lot of the issue too, because when words started coming out more, it became more audio and less video. You know what I'm saying? We stopped pulling up on each other. We stopped actually hanging out with each other, being in each other's presence. You know what I'm saying? We just do this and be
Hey, you know
cool
why?
and love each
I'm
other
gonna
from
tell you right
afar.
now why. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't miss each other anymore.
That's right.
Because I can see you just like this all day, every day. So, but back then, you used to miss a motherfucker. Like, man, fuck that. Hey, bro, let's pile up in the car. We going. Even if it is 5-6 hours ride.
That's right, man. We gotta
We
start
on the
powwowing
way.
again, man. You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Like, we don't
The
do that
family
anymore. This
reunions,
shit is why. No,
is
this
damn
right
near
here, bro, is
extinct.
why. Because think
Yeah.
about this, right? Now, I know where you at. Okay, whatever. I don't know where you at. But if I did, right? And this shit went off right now. The only way I can see you again is to come see you. And that's what the fuck used to now.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you wouldn't even give a damn what the boss talking about. Yeah, I hear you. I
I don't want to hear
put my
none of that
time
shit.
in.
I'll be back
I
next
put
week.
my time in, and exactly. If I got to, I'll do overtime. But I gotta see my people. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
ain't
man.
like
I'm out,
care about
man.
none of that you talking about. I
It's
gotta
been
go
like
kiss my
4
people.
months. Look, you won't be
Exactly.
out with the football.
Exactly. Exactly.
Big facts, man.
Let me see. Okay.
Shout
All right,
out to
Noah.
the chat.
Hold on. Let me try again, Noah. Hit him with the invite and let's see what happens.
Okay, man. Look, I love people, man. Bring somebody in this mug.
Ucha Noah.
What's going on, brother? What's popping?
This is a young brother Noah, 19. Very inquisitive brother.
19?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, hold on. Wait a minute. Go ahead. You speak, bro. You got the floor. Whatever you want to talk about, you got it.
I was listening to you was saying and stuff. I appreciate that. Like I feel how y'all saying because, like, for instance, like I notice how we don't really say in my family we don't communicate what's hard. We communicate that like, hey, I made you something, Well, my mom, for example, is different. Like it changed for her. Like how even though she told me what she was doing, when I see some pattern, she mostly. Oh, can she hear me?
Yeah. You good now? It was a little muffled, but we can make you out, brother. Go ahead.
Okay.
I got you, bro. Just speak up a little bit, okay?
Okay. I just wanted to say that, like our people, for instance, we don't like to talk about controversial things. It's sad. It's like they don't. For instance, they don't know how to apologize. They think, oh, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me shit. I'm older than you. You don't know nothing. You don't know shit. And I'm like, I'm the most genuine person that you will ever see. And you talking to
I
me
feel
like
that way
that.
too, bro.
And
I
I'm
feel
like,
that way too, bro. I love you, brother. I feel that way too.
I'm like, I have not cursed it. I have not said anything negative, anything towards it. The only thing I said was something about, like, for instance, right now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon about the vaccine and stuff, right?
Right.
I mentioned that, and that is a touchy subject. However, I was just telling him, like, I'm not taking it. Like, I'm not doing that. And then it went to, there's a lot of people that are scaring people to not getting that, right? I was like, but you do know there's peer pressure of getting it, right? So I played my card on using the same tactic that he was using, but even though it didn't really work out at the end because I felt like very heavy talking to this person. and it's like you can't really convince him. Like you know, it's not about convincing. It's about informing. You know, that's what I was there for. I was trying to see what he took, and most of my family got the Moderna and stuff. So yeah, yeah. The good part is, hold on, the good part about this is that my circle family did not take it. We have not taken the vaccine. Most of us, we're not taking it. You know, we're not doing it. My mom, she had, let's just say, like, she had a feeling like this is a no go. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had a feeling. It wasn't like, oh, like, I don't know if no, she wasn't really like not in the know. She knew there was something wrong with the vaccine and stuff. But, until I brought more information to her attention, she was like, okay, I understand. But it's like it was a lot of people at her. She works at a school district right now. A lot of
I'm about tired of holding this damn phone. I'm about to talk shit.
I got a lady saying, I'm like, I don't like using this term, but she said, I'm a conspiracy theory when it comes to the vaccine. I don't like it. I don't do, like, I don't, you know. So she said, if they ever make it mandatory for my job to take the vaccine, they just won't have me as a teacher. And the job that she works at is the same district of where my mom works at, but they go to different schools and stuff. So it's different. But the good part is my family never took it. Back to the conversation with my family, I was talking to them about it, and it just went that way. And I was like, yeah. But my mom's like, you can't convince him to do any. You can't tell him anything. You can't talk to him. He's not a person to talk to. He's not a person to do anything. And this was my brother's dad.
Peace and love, Aboriginal love.
Peace, Aboriginal love. I was gonna tell y'all that this is my I'm not gonna say pretend father, but he's like my dad. Like, you know, he's been there. He's like been there since I was like baby. He's there when I was like, what?
No, we just talking about something in the chat. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, so like my dad, he was like there when my dad was around, and there was some beef between my dad and him, and I didn't know that until later on. My mom told me, and that's pretty rough. No situation.
Hey, brother, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Just straight up, person to person, brother to brother, loved one to loved one. Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Damn, man. See, I swear, man, the spirit, man. Listen, my energy different, bro. Can I ask you something for real?
Yeah.
What makes your heart smile?
Did you say what makes my heart smile?
No, what makes your heart smile? What makes you happy?
What makes your heart smile? No, no, I didn't say what makes you happy. I said what makes your heart smile.
Put it down to one thing, is right. My soul.
Okay. So my second question would be, what makes your energy go to the point where you don't have to actually be where you're at. Because you seem pretty deep, so I think I can ask that question.
There's the environment I have to survive in. No, it's not many people like that. Around where I'm and to top that out, I would say I suppress some of my energy and suppress it, some of my thoughts. So that's why you guys see me behind, watching in the group chat or yeah, like, and if you ever like talk to me personally and you see how I'm asking all these questions and stuff in the group chat and stuff, that's because I caused my own trauma and stuff, suppressing how I think, suppressing how I feel about certain things, suppressing about making my own conclusion and facts for once. So I'm being honest. I'm being very honest.
You know what? I don't even have to ask my first question, bro. You just told me. On some real shit, you just told me my third question, bro, and I didn't even have to ask it. Thank you, brother. I love you.
You're welcome. That's why I struggle making my own conclusions, and I always ask people like, "What's this? What's that?" You know? And it's because like there's so many people like us, and if I were to say something about like 9/11. Trafficking, human trafficking, or any of those things, or I mentioned anything about me being Indian at my school.
That has caused a lot of controversy in families. Couple members of my own, not too many. Most of us knew, but there's a few people who definitely rose hell about that. You know, the unsureness. You know, some of us has went through a lot of that too. A lot of that has to do with surroundings and environment, especially in-home habitat. These things can kind of shape and mold a lot of that. But I have noticed since we've been in contact that you have gradually grown, broke out, shaped, and the mold of that. But of course, the older you get, there's still going to be more of that. You're not going to stop growing. You're growing constantly, every single day, just like our DNA is changing every single day.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I did say that.
Exactly. So once you get past that, you're going to see by a lot of veils, a lot of people who you thought was super deep, you're like, wow, they're kind of shallow.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Why you think he's on here right now with us? Why you think he's on here right now?
Absolutely.
Our God don't make no mistakes, man.
None.
He is written in our essence. We vibrate different. That's why you live, man.
That's right. Exactly.
We do this shit different, man. And we don't, listen, we ain't scared to cuss. Ain't everything all bad, bro.
Right.
This whole religion shit, man, got you caught up, man. Look at your spirit. Intimacy. It's called intimacy. Intimacy.
That's right.
Look into yourself, my God, because he in you.
That's right. Your higher self. The kingdom of God sits on water, right? Why you think your mind is called your kingdom?
Bro, our body is made up of 70+% water.
That's right.
The waters above, the waters below, man. Come on. This shit is a game, bro. We are the motherfucking beings, bro, all over the world. Ain't nobody exempt.
That's right.
You are that you are. Stop letting motherfuckers tell you who you are. I don't care what you think you are. If that's who you feel like you are, be that. Fuck these people, man.
Straight up. Telling you.
Calm down, man, because I'm tired of these motherfuckers telling everybody who they should be.
And look, let the spirit speak through you, brother. At the end of the day, because there ain't nothing but the ancestors reaching through the DNA. You know, like my chief always say, blood is going to return back to blood. Period. We always going to find each other, regardless. No matter
Bro, you
what
know just what burns
incarnation.
me, bro? I'm sorry, man, but it just hurts, bro. I'm tired of us fucking just putting each other down, bro, and killing each other and hurting each other, man. That shit is foul and it's fake and it's bullshit. We should be standing up like a whole fucking army, bro, across the whole fucking globe. We are that we are.
That's right, brother. That's right. A lot of us got a lot of internal conflict.
And you know what? And you know what? When I was over there for a second, I listened to all that, man, and I believe that too. But damn it, at the end of the day, all of us need to be motherfucking resurrected.
That's right. That's right. That is the last.
And I'm not gonna go against that. I'm sorry. I'm not going against that. I am that fire. I am that fire. Play with me.
Listen, bro. Reading that book, you got to understand that it's you. You are the Christ that's rising to Lazarus, and you are the Lazarus that has been asleep. Where you got to raise yourself up. And you got to pull yourself up the proper way. You can't just tug or pull. You got to grab right by the meat of the arm, behind the elbow, and then raise yourself up.
I feel like I didn't even have to get up, bro. I was asleep, right? And I was dreaming, and then all of a sudden I was standing there, and I was like ready to go. And I've been going ever since.
That's how it does. Something it just snaps and it switches like a light.
I feel like that. I'm
telling you.
Like I literally was asleep, but I always had that feeling. You know what I'm saying? It was always there. But one day I just woke up and I was like, yeah, let's go.
It's designed that way. In the darkness, you will always find a light because that's the beginning, and that's where peace is always still. Nothing moves. Then before you know it, bow. Something happens, it generates, and now you full speed ahead.
And that's what the fuck they're afraid of. That's why they don't want these conversations. Look how hard this conversation was to have.
Yeah. Exactly.
Could you imagine what we would have said before we was fresh on that?
Man, listen. Yeah, that's what that was too. That was that divine energy saying,
hey, calm this down. That got us where we needed to be because we had to remember what we was doing.
Right.
So we had to calm down a little bit.
Had to refine our energy.
Straight up, dog. You understand, bro. And you know what? That's crazy because we clicked from the jump. I didn't even know I just heard you in the chat, and we chopped it up way after the fucking live was even over.
Yes, sir. That's how it happens, man. It's a divine spark. Just like when life starts. You know? The mind is powerful.
Man, that shit is dope. I think, hey, baby. Look,
and that's why I'm in the position that I am now. Like, you know, because I couldn't control certain parts of the mind, and when I stretched it, I was stressed it that time.
Yeah, we'll tend to do that, especially at that age. It isn't too many of us at 19 that didn't have that fight. You know what I'm saying? Right. Some of us in our 30s now. There you go.
And I'm 30. I'm about to be 30. Look, it started when I was 14, bro, and I'm about to be 36 next month. Like, they used to call me crazy, bro. I swear to God. The young niggas in my hood used to call me crazy, bro. My nickname is actually maybe that because I would fight them to call you crazy.
No doubt. I mean, but look, that's how it is. We have to go through that, though. It has to be generated that way. Sometimes there is a generational gap, but this is probably the most time where the youth and the elders have been in a mindset where it's just like, all right, I get you now. Like, you know what, little nigga, I get you too. You know what I mean? Because now is the time, especially especially with the genealogy thing, people they go in and be like, hey, do you know about our folks and blah 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 blah, and they look shocked like, oh, you want to know about your
Man, what?
well,
They be like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, are you serious? Are you real?
And then they start unloading information on you like, hold on, wait, calm down. You said who? Where? I'm telling you, you like, damn,
Man, it's a beautiful experience, bro. It's a beautiful experience, bro.
Telling you, man. You know, the more you go into, and what your direct parents don't know, somebody you know, another older member know. That's why I never
just gotta go to the oldest motherfucker you know in your
That's right. And I've always been linked. I've always been at the hip of my elders, from a very young age. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I never disregarded anything they said. Like we was talking about earlier, brother, with the wino in the corner. You know, when with the brothers, the older cats on they porch, peeping everything. We was always the cats when they fall to the side. Come here, young blood, let me holler at you real quick, because they soon that. You know what I'm saying? They could get back in those days. They was able to read auras. They was able to kind of direct that path and see where it's going. Exactly. Come in. Let me tell you something. They ain't no good for you. Exactly. And if you're going to move like that, this is how you need to move, and you don't need to move with them, because they're going to get you killed, and they're going to get themselves killed, blase, blase. And I always took heed, and I moved accordingly. That's how I was able to get here today. And both of us in our 30s, and these are two brothers in their 30s telling you that one is going to get better, and two, there's going to be a point where you awake to yourself and your power, and I see it already happening within you. The more you nurture that, it's going to grow. Just like how you nurture the plants and you speak to our beautiful to those plants in our beautiful language.
Like I said, your hair grows like a flower. It grows. It's the only hair that grows up to the sun.
That's right. That's right.
I'm sorry, bro. I just feel good about being me, man. I'm tired of fucking just, we gotta love being us, man. I'm tired of this shit.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry I gotta say this, but bro, my spirit is saying to say this shit. Stop being quiet and say it.
Yes, sir.
Bro, we gotta love us, man. I'm tired of us not loving us. What the fuck is going on?
That's right. At the end of the day, if you don't love you, who
gonna do it? And wanna hurt him.
Come on,
now. You wanna save him? Like, nigga, hold on. I'm gonna make sure you make your home all right.
And I'm gonna make it very clear for you, Noah. The root word of brother is other. That's your other self. When I speak to my brother, I'm saying I'm talking to my other self. When I speak to my father, that's my oldest self. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You put it in perspective. I like that.
Absolutely. Same thing with my sister.
I told you I take with me, the real shit, and I leave.
That's right. Same thing with my sister. That's that feminine energy of myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm her masculine counterpart. Same thing.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? That's your other self. And that's why we got to get back to that. Loving others like you love yourself. Wanting for others like you love yourself. That's what they call right religion. And really it's just a way of life. You know what I'm saying? It's all animism.
Well, we did say this already. Religion is just a way of life.
I had to get rid of Christianity real quick because I wasn't feeling it no more. I mean,
go ahead.
At the end of the day, it's a label. It's just a label on doing what you should be doing in the first place. It's just a little tidbit, a small pebble of small pebble. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? You are your own enlightenment.
Just like I said, pull all the books together, and you'll find the fucking truth.
That's right. Use it as a map, or use it as a legend or a key on the map. Because eventually you'll find the true treasure, and it's you. You are the El Dorado. You are the El Dorado that they're looking for, the city of gold.
I wasn't even gonna say it, bro. I was not even gonna say it.
Hey, brother, listen. That's what they
Man, you know
studying.
what? Okay,
That's what
you
these
know what?
scientists are
The
studying.
long way, bro. The long way. You hear me? The
Yes,
long way,
sir.
bro. For real. You got it, bro. You got it. Because we vibrating on the same motherfucking wavelength, bro. Dead ass.
Gratitude. That's why.
Because I was not gonna say it, bro. And you just said the fucking words
Got
exactly right
to.
out my mouth. Just how I would have put it.
Got to. You know what I'm saying? Because I love y'all brothers, and I love everybody who tap in. Ucha, Sina. Ucha,
Man,
Ucha.
this
Ucha to the
energy is infinite.
Maku. Brothers, say Ucha
This energy is
to the
infinite.
Maku. That's our
Ucha.
chief. Yamasee Nation, that's our
Maku.
chief. Yes, sir.
Okay. Infinite, man. Infinite power. Infinite
Infinite,
glory.
brother. Infinite. At the end of the day, you gotta love, like the brother said, you gotta love being you. And I love you, brother. So I had to say, I know you probably pull back on it, but
Nah,
said, nah,
nah,
go ahead and
nah,
pull it
nah.
out.
I'm taking
Go
all
ahead
that.
and pull it
I
out.
need all that. You hear me?
Yes,
I
sir.
That's what I got to
Yes,
I
say,
need
sir.
man.
all that.
Got to
For
draw it
real,
out.
man.
We
You
got
know
to
what I'm
get
saying?
back to
Like,
it, man.
Love y'all. Love
for
y'all.
me, I enjoy
Sure,
my
brother. Love you.
family. I love you, bro. Like, I enjoy my family, bro. And you know
Yes,
what? I'm
sir.
about to shut the fuck up. I want you to go out, bro. Speak your motherfucking mind. Speak your heart, bro. Maybe tell us something that you've been, saying you couldn't tell nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we
Mm-hmm.
can help you, bro. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? For real, bro. And
That's
it's
what we
love
here to
out here.
do.
And anybody that come against you, we gonna tear their ass up. You heard me?
Straight up. Straight like that.
Bro, come on, man. Speak your heart.
That's right. You around family.
You know, my family, right? So, like, for instance, they were not as they were not as nice to my generation, my second generation. They were
Mm-hmm.
not nice. I mean, they love kids and stuff, but what my mom told me is that they saw her and her siblings as like they were lower class.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not that they didn't love them, but it's like how they treated them. Like they knew and they put a perspective where, oh, we know you're not gonna go anywhere else, but we still love you.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
what kind of love is that?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know. Like
yeah,
they
that's
did say we love you and all that other stuff, and they treated us with kindness. But then again, for my mom and uh my uncles that all passed away, and my aunt, they just treated them like they were low class citizens. And there was some other things that they did that was behind their back. Like they sold our grandma, my great grandmother's house. Yeah, they sold that. And like I'm like,
yeah, that's yeah, man. Listen, everybody got their own way of showing love, but let me tell you something. That right there is a definite no go. Love is definitely unconditional without constraints and stuff like that, but there should be certain stipulations to be around you because you do have to guard your energy and you can't allow people to just step on you and crush you. Not because you can't allow them to kill that God in you. You have to always nourish that at the end of the day. You have to go out there, you have to treat your body right, and you have to treat your mind right. Let me tell you something, because when you treat your mind right, you treat your body right. When you treat your body right, you treat your mind right. Same thing as going outside and breathing and being around the vegetation and the sun. It's all symbiotic, because the mind is the real you. That's the you that is linked into the Ethernet, into the consciousness, which is what the enemy wants real estate on. But you can't allow them to have that. You have to be the real you at all times. And when you get suppressed, when you really get suppressed on the expression of self, it does create anger. It's like, I can't even be me in my own body. Like, you have to allow that to come out, even with your creativity, because you can draw like no other. With your dancing, as I see the ancestors when you dance, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't, go to the brother's page. He has two of them. He has
Noah B. Dancing, and he also has the what's your other page name, brother? Indigenous what?
Indigenous 606.
Indigenous 606. And check the young brother out. He's 19. He's still walking his way into the information. He's growing every single day. And I want you to follow everybody in this chat. I want you to follow the brother. Brother, tell him your page as well.
So it's Indigenous American 606. That page is for the information for Aboriginal American people.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
And it's for showing our culture and our wealth that we put outside of the world and stuff. So our tradition.
That's right.
That's what it's for. And it's also for me showing my habits of changing every day.
That's right. That's right. And also follow the brother Trey 9190. You know what I'm saying? You hear the brother, you feel the brother's spirit. Support these brothers, and trust you me, these brothers will support you. You know what I'm saying? I know these brothers' spirit. Just show support. Like we said, we have to build each other more. Stop tearing each other down. We have to get back to loving self, because loving self will teach you to love others. And if you love yourself like you say you do, then you will love your brother and sister the exact same way, because that's how you want to be treated. It's the golden rule. Go back to when we was young. That's the golden rule. You know what I'm saying? Just like how there's a equal and opposite action and reaction, there's also the main thing.
Equal reaction.
That's right. Treat others the way you want
energy does not die.
Treated.
It is transferred.
Transfer.
And I also
we gotta whatever energy you put out, you get back.
That's right.
Yeah. Of course you get that stuff.
Look, I lived in 10 different states, okay? In every state I go to, I'll be like, yo, show me the hood.
Yeah.
Because that's where I want to go. That's where my people at.
Right.
Shit, I ain't scared. Scared what? Scared who? What the fuck? That's my people. What the fuck is you talking about? They're going to protect me because I'm the brain.
That's right.
And I've always known that. My people going to protect me because they know this motherfucker is smart. And he don't know everything, but he's smart than a motherfucker.
That's right. That's right. And willing to learn.
Exactly, because I listen to them.
Like, word? Oh, this way? So if I go over here, this is how I gotta maneuver? Good. All right. Thank you for letting me know that, brother. Appreciate you. Love you, bro.
That shit funny, but it's real, bro. That shit real.
Every time I go to a neighborhood, all right, how y'all brothers doing? All right, that's good. You hear them talk to each other. Oh, that brother about knowledge. That brother positive. All right, brother.
Like he ain't
have
even
a good one, bro. Yeah, you have a good one, bro. You know, none of that. Who you, where you at?
I was one person in Cali, bro, that nobody fucked with, bro. I wore all kind of colors, but I wore a lot of colors, though. I ain't no bullshit. When I was in Cali for them 6 months, living with my godmom and shit, over that summer vacation, I wore all the colors I could think of. I wasn't trying to have none of them niggas mad at me. But I understood the game, though, because I've been so many places. You feel me? I'm from Michigan, bro. You go to Detroit, it's like going to the West Coast, just in a small city, and you gotta see these niggas every day.
Exactly.
That real shit. You gotta see these niggas every day.
Man, listen, Cali and Chicago are integrated in New York. So, you know, I get all
Detroit
the games.
right there. Bro, my family from Chicago. And I got family from motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, way down there.
Right. Exactly.
But, man, this shit, why we fight each other, man? I can't get past it, man. That shit bugs me. I'm sorry, bro. And I don't mean to come on your motherfucking shit, bro, and just come there, but, bro, I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm tired of us fucking fighting. What are we doing?
That's right.
What the fuck are we doing? I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep saying sorry because I don't mean to show my ass like this. But what the fuck are we doing?
Speak, brother. Speak, brother. Listen, the Spirit is guiding you to speak like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the DNA telling you to speak, man. We on a family platform talking family at the end of the day.
I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm tired of us hating each other and hating on each other. Bro, if anybody got something to say, I've been saying it the whole shit, bro. Come up here and speak, please. We need to hear from our ancestors. Because I'm not talking. They talking right now. I'm being for real with you. My motherfucking whole stomach ball.
I feel it.
I'm not trying to be funny, bro. I'm not trying to be funny, bro. I'm serious.
Telling you, man. Let that Spirit speak through you, brother. That's what we here for, man. That's what we here, especially as a brother.
But see, you different though. That's what I'm saying. That's why I fuck with you, bro. Cause you different, bro. Cause a lot of niggas, man, they let me go there. Who is she, bro? I'm like, damn, bro.
Nah, brother.
For real? That's how you feel?
This is it, man. Listen,
no, I'm being for real.
You gotta let your other self speak. That's how it is. You gotta let your younger self speak, your older self speak. You know what I'm saying? Your feminine self speak, your masculine self speak. Because at the end of the day, that's what God is. When we interact with each other, that's the Most High interacting with Himself.
That's why our conversation was.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, I got you. See, like I said, bro, I learned now. I don't give a fuck who I learned from. I eat the motherfucking meat, spit out the bone.
There you go. That's how we gotta be, man. That's how we gotta be.
I've been like that my whole life, bro. I've been like that my whole life. I'm not bullshit.
I can bring it back to the very book that our people talk about, right? If you say you believe in the book, then you should then these people, then our brothers and sisters should know that the book says one thing. It says, how can you love me who you've never seen when you hate your brother who you see every day? That's point number one.
Right.
Which is big fact.
You got that.
Right?
You got that.
And not only that, but you got to realize that in all of that book, it's always about finding light in the darkness. Has to go back dark and come back out, right? So it has to, destroy the ignorance that happened and then rebuild something anew. Because that's what God is. If generator, operator, and destroyer. It generates things to get it started. Then once it's started, it operates.
Like a jump start.
Exactly. Then once things about function go obsolete, what does it do? It destroys and builds anew.
The negative. Right.
Exactly. And then
I got you. I'll follow the whole
shaping, and you have to be the shaper and framer of your own destiny. You got free will and then free choice. Fraternal twins, but two separate steps. So, of course, free choice, you can sit there and you can do whatever. Then, of course, you have the free will to live life, to decide whether, I'm going to be in the light or in the dark. But the destiny is already rolling. Everything is in rotation to be perfected. And all perfection is...
Can I show you how energy works?
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, shit, I'm not trying to be funny. All right, now, you put up an L, right? Put up an L. Put up another L, right? Put up an L. Now put another L next to it. Now cock it a certain way. Cock it a certain way. No. Let me show you.
Oh, you're talking about the W.
You take two motherfucking L's and you motherfucking turn that shit into something else and make it a win.
That's right. The only L's we take in life is lessons. Point blank, period.
Damn right. You take the lessons and you make it win.
And listen, they call it the double U, right? Because that's you twice, right? It's a fraternal twin. But also, if you take two V's, take two V's is a victory. Put them together, capitalize that mug. It's a big ass W.
W is a big ass. I told you, Jose. I fucking knew it.
Yes, sir. And you know what?
Big
That's
ass
also an antenna. Because if you use it the correct way, you mess around in the desert and find water like that.
Because it's your antenna. What was your antenna
Right.
when they were stealing my shit?
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
All me.
Man, I'm telling you,
All me.
I'm quick, bro. I'm quick. I'm telling you, I'm quick.
All me, man. And it's the real deal, man. And that's because it's coming together. You know what I'm saying? On my crystal. On my crystal. It's positive energy. Yes, sir. Yep. He stayed with the brother Noah. Stayed
We
with
on
them.
one, bro. You know
On
what?
one, bro.
See, y'all teaching me something. Like I said, I don't know everything, bro. And I'm a motherfucking man. I stand up and say I don't know everything.
Yes, sir. It's the only way to learn. It's the only way to learn.
You feel me? But I ain't no fake one though. You ain't gonna, bro. I'm gonna always say, if I got a question, don't hold me. And that's why I say I don't fuck with a lot of niggas. Because if I ask a question, bro, let me know the fucking answer. Don't hold me.
Yes, sir. Yes. What was you about to say, young brother?
That's just me. Go ahead.
I was about to say, when I was young, I had an urge to get real crystals. The crystals that my teacher gave me when I was in kindergarten, she was like, here, these are crystals, but they weren't crystals, they were glass crystals. But I wanted a real crystal. So my spirit was yearning for crystals, right? So I had a dream one day in 2017 during summertime. It was like June, late June, and I had the dream of going to the shop, and it scared me. It scared me, and I was looking around like, Ma, what is this? Like, it was a dream catcher. There was pentacles there. Yeah. And then I was like, oh my God. As soon as I went down, I went down back to Alton, back home. As soon as I went down there, she took me to a shop, and I was like, oh my God, this is the dream that I had. I'm like, this is where I dreamed it at. I was like, oh my God. And as soon as I walked in there, I saw the pentacles, the dream catcher, crystals, all that stuff.
For real?
Yeah, I had that in the dream, and I saw the owner.
Damn, you saw the owner too?
Yeah.
Wow. That was a vivid dream right there.
I'm telling you, that's a vision right there. That's a full-on vision.
When the gates were closed, when it was closed, they would lock it up with chains, and I dreamed that I saw chains in the dream. That's what I dreamed of. And how it looked like a wall almost. It's a little bit like a wall, but
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Yeah, that brother is special, man. And see, that's what we got to get back
to, man.
Bro, like, that's what we got to get back
to. Look, man, listen, you can go outside yourself and see some shit that people will never believe. That's when you know you're tapping in.
Yes, sir.
Like,
that's right.
Motherfucker can sit up here all day and sit here and think this brother ain't saying nothing that's for real, bro. That's on you to say. How the fuck you know what this brother going through?
Absolutely.
What he's happening to? Come on, man. We got to come up off that. I keep saying that, bro. We got to come up off that shit, bro.
I'm telling you, man, we don't realize what special connection we have. We don't realize what we connected to. That's why we got to talk to each other and stop taking each other's words for granted. Stop saying, oh, he didn't dream that. That was just blah, blah, blah. He made that. No. We are connected to a source. We are connected to a source.
I can tell you right now, I can explain.
Look, the fact that you remembered the month, the year, the dream, and then the dream that came about.
Yes.
I never wrote it down because I didn't wrote it down because I'm not gonna forget that shit.
Yeah. You can never
forget that, bro. Like, literally, how the fuck did you forget that?
That leaves a mark, straight up.
That is a serious mark. That's a deep mark.
Yes,
That's some
sir.
shit that you ain't gonna fucking forget.
Never, ever. That's going to
No,
be imprinted in your mind forever.
That's a fucking bro. You know what I said? You know what? I just said it earlier. That's an epiphany. What did I say
Mm-hmm.
earlier? I had an epiphany. We need to do this shit for real live. Now,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
okay. It's right now. Okay, I'm cool with that. But I know, I can
Mm-hmm.
feel it in my spirit that this shit is gonna grow like a fucking wildflower. As long as we just keep on being real about it. We can't need these
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking fake motherfuckers out here who only
Right.
doing it for a paycheck.
That's right.
there
That's
was a
right.
lot of there was a lot of things that I was scared
I'm
of
done. I
back in the
digress.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I had that dream, it freaked the shit out of me. Because I
It
was like, I
will.
never seen tentacles, I never seen dream catchers, and it was just scaring me. Because like I'm not used to that. Like
Mm.
I'm the person that used to be in church, right? You know, obviously I'm not, I don't worship what they worship anymore. But I'm just saying, like I used to be uh a part of the Christian organization and stuff. I was a part of that, and to see that in my dream was just freaking me out. It's like, oh my god, this is the devil or something. Like that's the first thing that was coming in my mind.
See, that's the only bad part about when they get their hands on our culture.
Oh yeah,
They get to tweaking little things up, and then they have you thinking that you being you is evil, and that's not the case. The
no, not at
darkness
all.
is not death. The darkness is the beginning, and then when you die, you begin again.
Oh,
That's
can I say
why.
something?
Go ahead, brother. Go
Can I
ahead.
say
Build
something?
on
I
it.
mean, I
Build
swear,
on
I
it.
ain't
Build
bullshit,
on
bro. I
it.
got something to say.
Build on
Check
it.
this
Go
shit
ahead,
out.
brother.
All right,
Build.
so check this out. What if being born is dying and dying's birth?
There is a
What
lot of
if?
validity. There's a lot
Hold
of validity
on,
to that.
wait.
Mm-hmm. Go
What
ahead. Go
if
ahead.
to live was to be evil because his words were birth? And I'm gonna shout out this motherfucking brother Daylight, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that shit, when I heard it, I was like, what? Because that's real. What if dying is being born and being born is dying? They taught us everything else in motherfucking reverse. Why not that?
I'm gonna speak to that right now.
Go ahead.
So let's say
I'm ready.
this.
Go ahead.
As we know, lived past tense is devil backwards, and we all know that live is evil, right? See, the thing is not
Yes, sir.
necessarily that living is per se dying; is to live backwards is evil, devil. It's to die, right? But because there's victory in the beginning when that single cell sperm goes in and it penetrates that egg, a big bang happens inside the body of the woman, and that creates and generates life. That is that big bang that happens, that first big bang, right? And to a point that there is a slight bit of a death because it's a death of the higher degree of self. Remember I spoke earlier and I said that the fall of heaven was we started off in spirit as
Yeah.
999. Then we had to drop and fall into the finite and become 666 to be finite. Even in your finite form, if you vibrate high enough, you can go to 999. You just have to mature it enough before you get to that point. Otherwise, your mind will be gone, even though your body is here. So you'll be perceived as crazy, right?
So is that why you think they're trying to kill off our elders?
Yes, because they are the keys to your past. They're trying to convince you that you are not who you feel you are. So the only person who can orate that is them. That's why they try to put things on them and scare them into not talking to you and basically scare to make them think that you're some type of wild, evil, crazy person, so they won't reach out to you and speak to you like they used to speak to us back in the day. We have to convince them, like, no, we're only dangerous to the enemy. You are safe with us. We are your protector. Talk. And we will not allow things to happen. We will die before we allow this enemy to get to you.
Right, but they don't understand that, bro. And that I think they're all. Man, look, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I think they all afraid of it, bro.
They are, because we've lost the way of speaking tenderness to them. We have to realize that.
But, I mean, okay. So I hear you. I swear I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
So what would your suggestion be? Because we tired of this way. So we ain't gonna be talking all nice and shit.
No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit down and listen to our elders. It starts with the genealogy first off, right? Because you're gonna find out who you are. It's gonna throw them off, and they're gonna be like, I don't know. Then after a while, they're gonna okay, and then you have to reach out to other elders, and those elders, you break them down with not only generous words but generous acts. Okay, and it's not a bribe or anything like that. It's a reconnection. Then once you reconnect with them, they'll start pulling you to the side like they used to. They're gonna read your energy.
Okay.
They're gonna read your energy.
I got you.
Right. You allow yourself to be read by your elders. Allow them to read your energy.
Right.
Then once they do that, exactly.
These kids now, man, they ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
Oh no.
There's a lot more. Yeah. Noah is the only one. We have another brother who's 17, another brother who's 19.
Look, bro, I got a few youngest, bro, that they want to hear that shit.
Yes. This next generation is a more powerful batch. It's a more powerful batch than they try to lead us to believe. I'm telling you.
Remember earlier, right? I was telling you the story about me and this young boy. And then young fella, you know what I'm saying? We was going in. I'm letting him know. A little Japanese man. Just jump in like this.
Right. Exactly. We can't allow people to get in the way of our reconnection no more.
But
it's like, hey, listen, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, we're having a family reunion. we'll come back to you in a second.
You know what we the best at, G? This is funny as hell, but it's the best at this shit. We the best at hoeing the fuck out of you without hoeing the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We will hold the fuck out of you, bro, and will not hold the fuck out of you. But if you know who we are, we holding the fuck out of you.
Right.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yup. Our people look at each other like, oh my God, did you hear that? The other person's like, oh.
Look, but the dude be sitting there, because if he's stupid, but if he's stupid to the fact he's sitting there like, oh yeah, man, yeah, cool. He's like, wait a minute, he just hold the fuck out of you. You ain't see that? Oh, bro, I'm sorry. Look, realize, man. Realize, and I'm always gonna see beyond my means because I can't help it.
That's right.
And sometimes it makes me mad because I see other people's shit, and I'll be like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Why can I see that?
Yeah.
But I ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Leave me out that shit.
It's energy matching energy. You know what I'm saying? You just got to connect to the proper frequency every single time, and it's going to guide you. That's how it guided you here. That's what guided and moved the brother Noah to jump on and speak his piece and talk his reality. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us been through it at his age, and that's why we got to be the vicegerent for our sisters. You know what I'm saying? We got to be the vicegerent for this most high energy, this what's known as the Christ consciousness, this Messiah energy.
But very few will get it, though. Very few will get it, though. Very few will get it. And
Very
look at
few
this.
will.
Look at it.
When you think about it,
Look what's going on right now. Look what's going on right now. Very few will get it, but that's okay.
That's
Because we
right.
strong enough that if a few of us get it, we'll
That's
set
right.
the whole fucking nations on fire.
That's
And I didn't
right.
say nation. I said nation.
when you think about it, them trying to control how a person feels, or they're trying to control what a person thinks, is extremism. And they have the nerve to call the person that's calling them an extremist because we think differently and we feel differently. And that's how it was when I was back in my school, when I was calling out folks saying they was this and that, and then they wanted to go and cry to me and saying that, well, that's not true. Well, it is.
Yeah. That's that wicked curriculum. That's why we gotta get back to the land so we can build our own institutions and teach our own people the real deal. Right now, what we're doing right now is an institution. Once we build our own platform, they can't stop us.
You know what we're doing? What we're doing is scaring the fuck out of them.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Look at my spirit. Look at my spirit. Look at our brains. Look at our spirit. Look at the way we coming at. We not scared anymore, man. Damn, you keep killing us anyway.
Right.
If I'm going, man. Listen.
That's right.
I got that warrior spirit in me. If I'm going, I'm going.
That's right. That's
and
right.
A lot of us are starting to feel that way and starting to feel the fuck up.
That's right. And that's the strength that knowing self does. Because to know self is to know God. To know God is to know self.
Dog, my whole body, bro, my whole body is vibrating right now, bro. I can feel myself, literally, I can feel myself vibrating, like, my hand is like, it's just a little, but I can feel myself vibrating. That's weird as fuck. I'm sorry, man. I don't even mean to do that, man.
No, brother. Listen, that's what that is. No. Listen, that's real. That's what do you think the Holy Ghost is? People just they just foam at the mouth because they don't understand what's happening to them. But you have enough mental stability to hold it in. Read that book, Black Dot, Black Seed. It explains it very well. That's the ghost dance of our ancestors. That's the spirit connecting, vibrating at the higher frequency because your atoms are activated. They're generating at a high level, brother.
It feels, bro. This shit, bro. I can feel, bro. Listen, am I tripping, bro? I can literally feel this shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's more, you're unlocking more chambers within yourself. And you're gonna get that every single step. Those are different degrees telling you, allow it. You're gonna feel it.
I didn't block it. I didn't block it down. I definitely didn't block it down, but it felt weird as fuck.
Listen, it's a real deal,
it's over
man.
now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's over now.
That means you just unlocked another key.
It was that fast, but I felt it, and it was like, what the fuck? Hold up.
It's unlocking it. I'm telling you, it's going to continue to happen. Yeah. It's going to continue to happen each step you take. That's nothing but guidance.
See, that's the thing, bro. And that's why I respect you. I don't give a fuck who see this, bro, or who feels some type of way about this, man. You gotta let people take their steps, man. You gotta let people take their steps, man. Don't criticize motherfuckers because they not where you at, bro. That's lame as fuck.
Nope, you see your brother down, don't pick him up.
Nah, man, I gotta say this, and I'm gonna say this shit just like the fuck I'm saying this shit. I'm sick of motherfuckers talking that shit. Bro, you ain't everything either. Who the fuck told you the shit?
Yeah.
We all regular, bro. We motherfucking human, and we all trying to do better.
That's right.
And if your motherfucking old punk ass want to sit up in the way and try to divide people, you get your punk ass over there. Listen, I'm a smart soul. Y'all know who the fuck I am. Y'all hear my voice. I ain't even got to say my name. Y'all know who the fuck I am.
That's right.
Because my spirit is real. And y'all not gonna motherfucking kill my motherfucking joy. My spirit real. And it's supposed to be here.
That's right.
And I digress, bro.
That's right. That's right.
And I was gonna tell y'all when it wasn't just really my environment that I was in, it's like my family too. And I'm not, you know how you like, let me explain something. It's like, for instance, you have family, right? And you don't agree with anything, but it's like it's a part of you and who you are, or you're trying to do something. You're trying to do something that like do, even though this person has been here since you came out of the womb and stuff, right? And it's like it's hard to ration out or explain yourself when she already sees you. This is my child. This is my son. This is my baby. I'm not going to listen to anybody. And you can't tell me anything because I gave birth to you.
No. As a man, you can't argue, especially if it's not your child. But if it's your child, you have to stand up and be a man. You have to. Because it's your child, and your child needs that. Your child needs that balance. Okay? But if it's not your child, then there's nothing the fuck you can say. You just gotta step back and be like, alright, I guess you don't want your child to have no type of background.
Yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, you can only give but so much. You know what I mean? You can only give but so much. Eventually, but if that child eventually gets older and they need that rearing and they come to you of their own accord, at that point, there's nothing else that can be done, because that person is now a full autonomous being, and they are at their own discretion learning their own thing. Exactly. So things have to take time. There's a season for everything. Just like there's a season for weather, there's a season for people. There's a season for growth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to allow the proper season to come in.
Hey, have you ever heard this, bro? On some real shit. Look, check this out. Look, my grandfather told me this. This is no bullshit. He said, everybody that come in your life is like a tree. You know what I'm saying? You got your roots. You got your base. You got your motherfucking your branches. You got your leaves. He said, now, our problem is, he said, this is our own problem. We try to take leaves and turn them into roots. He said, that's our only problem. People that's only supposed to come around for a season and just teach you something, you try to hold on to them like they gold. No, let that motherfucker go. They came to serve their purpose.
That's right.
My grandfather told me that when I was a kid, bro. I still remember that shit.
That's right. Certain lessons
he ain't even
never
here
leave
no more, and I still remember that shit.
Certain lessons never leave you. Just like that brother's dream, or excuse me, his vision. Certain lessons never leave you. And that's how you know those are the ones that you were meant to keep, because they'll guide you through life.
Oh,
I can't have no hard feelings about that. That was a leaf. Damn. I really thought that was a trunk or a root, or at least a branch. That was a leaf. All right, cool. I gotta let that season pass.
But you know what, though? You gotta be careful, though. You gotta be careful with the branches, because you might step out on that motherfucker because you think it's strong and you think it's got you. That motherfucker break on your ass.
Pow.
Now you out there for that. You just stepped off the whole tree on the damn branch and it's a purple.
That's right. What you about to say, Noah?
I was gonna say, I had another dream where I had vision and stuff. And it was pretty shameful. This part of my life was pretty like shameful because one, I was indoctrinated, and two, I was I was in love with the wrong person. And I wasted my just over some part of my time in high school. And I could have done a little bit more than I did. And this person,
I'm gonna go off for a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, brother.
This person was complaining, so you know, and my dream was the answer. This ain't the right one. In the dream, he said, "I am sorry, but I'm not the right one for you." She was telling me that. She was telling me, "Hey, this is like, I'm sorry, but you'll find somebody new." You know, letting me know like I'm not the right. This is the right for me in the dream. And then another vision occurred in the dream where we did get together. I ran somebody over, I killed the old lady, and I had a child by her. However, I was stressed. I was more stressed than, you know, and then I had to run away. I had to drive away from the situation. And I started to get chased by the police. Yeah. And at that time, it ended where I went to the altar and I started to find somewhere where I could pray. And that's how it ended. The library disappeared. We went to a clubbing place, and then this library appeared when we went outside of the clubbing place. It was just strange. Like the picture of the dream, it changed, it shifted. So I was in a different place. It's like I teleported without the little flash and stuff. There was no flash. It like just changed, you know. And but the dream was most telling me that I should have never been with that person. This was on December. This was on December 1st of December 2000. I think 2018 or 2019.
Fairly recent. Okay.
2017 December. That's when I was a junior. 2017 through 2018. I was like a junior, I believe. I was a junior, and I was like 17 or 16 at the time. I was naive. I was very naive, and I was indoctrinated. And I just felt at the time I felt like it was great. Like I wasn't thinking where I had to meditate and stuff. Like I did meditate a lot, and however, how I was meditating wasn't the right way to say. But there's really no right way in meditation. However, you should pay attention to self. What I was thinking is how Maku explained, and he said, "Hey, you're supposed to meditate with just having a blank thought." Like when I meditate now, it's mostly like I see myself, but it's all black. I can't see anything myself. And if that makes sense, like I am the but how I saw, how I meditated was I saw the universe, I saw space with me out of the picture instead of being in the picture. So there was a total, you know, different spiritual thing going on, and me, I would just place a crystal on myself, and it, like I placed it alive, like 18 of it, on my legs, and to my torso, everything. And that on that day, I just had it turned up. Like it felt warming because I think I cleared my mind that day. I think
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much what that represents. That means that you cleanse your mind of all the scatter. There was stillness. There was beginning. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you became one with the Ethernet. You connected back to the consciousness. You was one with what we call the universe again. You know, you was inside of self. Instead of looking on the outside, looking in, you were there, and you were it and a part of what we call the all. So yeah, that means you made a major connection, and definitely continue the connection in. But yeah, continue the connection at all times. To be honest with you, because where you at right now, you have a privilege. You know what I'm saying? You have an advantage over most youthful people because you have a lot of grounded people around you, people of experience, and people who can verbalize properly. You know?
I love that word, but it seems to be negative, and I hate that people see it in a negative rate. Because when I was back in college, they were saying, "Oh, you have a privilege. You have a privilege," or "This person has a privilege." We know about white privilege. We know about male privilege. We know about all these privileges. However, when it comes to it's like they make you see it in a negative light.
Well, yeah, because they were taught to see it in a negative light, and there's certain aspects where it can be to be, overprivileged is what they should say, to be frank. But we all have a privilege. Well, we have a privilege to be ourselves. We have the privilege of connecting to the sun. We have a privilege of connecting to the earth, who is our mother. You know, we have these different privileges. So, and to put that with overprivilege to somebody who's spoiled, it's a give and take thing, and it's a bad way for people to look at the word privilege. But at the end of the day, it's the fact that, and it is an English word, so it is what it is with that. But the fact of the matter is, love being you, like me and the brother was saying earlier today. Don't get enough of being you. Continue to love you, because that's only going to help you love your people more. And that's going to help them love themselves. And maybe I should love myself the way they love me. Even if they leave you in chaos, they may return in peace. Or if not with you, then the chaos and fallout with you will help them create and repair peace with others. Everything isn't meant to end and shatter what you have going on in your growth. Sometimes your fall may begin somebody's growth, and sometimes your growth will pull somebody else into their growth. I've seen people around me who changed, who I didn't have any direct connection speaking to them about my change. They just saw me change, and then they went, found some things out, and then came back changed. And when I spoke to them, they were speaking different. We was on a similar wavelength. I was like, well, damn, when did that happen? And it was like, yeah, man, I seen you out there, when you started doing different and you blah, 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 blah. I was like, word? Like, yeah. So my advice is to stay you and just continue to climb and elevate, because you never know who's looking, who's watching, who's seeing, and it's not just younger people. There's other elders who's checking you out. And they're like, okay, well, this brother obviously isn't lost by any aspect. There's something he found. And one of these days, they're going to pick your brain. You feel me?
And, I'll cut it. Male privilege, how do you stand when it comes to that? I just want to say, how do you see it?
Listen, anybody should feel privileged to be themselves. At the end of the day, it's self-privilege, whether you male or female. Whether you straight or or whether you straight or you cross in between. You know what I'm saying? You have the privilege to be you. You don't have to be alive, but you are. So the fact that you are, feel privileged to be yourself,
Yeah,
because you shape and mold what you become.
and when you see like folks want, they want stuff to be perfect. They want people to to treat people the same. And that's like, well, if they did that, there wouldn't be no equity. Equity. Equity stems from the word equality.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people that say equality, equality this, but what about the equity? Equity is the meaning of equity is we're getting a portion, right? But it's the
Mm-hmm.
equal amount. This person has diabetes. This person doesn't. And this person has the kidney disease disorder, and he can only have a particular amount of portion. So you give this person the right amount that he's supposed to have, and then you give
Right.
this person that doesn't have anything like more than
Mm-hmm.
enough to fill him up, and then you give this person with kidney disease the right amount of portion for them, so they can,
Mm-hmm.
have equity, equality for
Right.
them first.
Right.
Not everybody needs to be treated the same. If you don't have if you treat everybody the same, there's it's like disorder. It's dysfunction. That's what it is. There's no order. There's no
Right.
nothing.
Right.
And it's
And
not
see,
discriminatory at all.
and there's a key word in that word too. When you say equality, take the e off and you have quality. So quality of time. Not only that, but the quality of what you're giving them when you give it to them. You know what I'm saying? It has to be that correct amount, like you said, the right grade, the quality of the equal, right? Because the whole part about being equal and equity is to treat everything with not necessarily a fixed amount of time, but the time needed. And a lot of us are so busy that we don't have that time, even to our own loved ones. I myself am a victim of that, and we have to really step back and pour that quality into these people who are a gift to us. Because if not, then that can become a curse, or you can become a curse to them. And a lot of us don't want to admit that to ourselves. I can admit to myself I've been the curse to people. Others have been a curse to me. And there have been times where we came back and we reunited, and now we are a blessing to one another, or a blessing, for those who are very particular about words. But at the end of the day, it's about teaching one another. Each one reach one, and when you reach one, teach one. Because like we said earlier, when you are interacting with another person, you're interacting to another form of self. Because at the end of the day, there's only one consciousness, and it strings around all through the Ethernet. That's what animism is, as we know.
And when you say sister, what do you say by that? Like sister.
Sister's the same thing. That's the feminine form of self. That's your feminine energy interacting with your masculine energy. All within one. See, the all in all is indiscriminate with that. All wrapped in one. When you speak into your brother or sister, you are still speaking to yourself. Root word of brother is other. You know what I'm saying? And your sister, same thing. Sister, mister, however you want to look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's the brother coming back in. Come on back in, brother.
And I just wanted to say about that, nobody ever thinks about the story about Adam and Eve, how they're both brothers and sisters. I mean, come on. And then I wouldn't say incest and stuff like that, but they had to so they can have Cain and Abel, right? and another brother that they
Well,
can speak of.
well, when you go into that, just really more so speaking on a birth of a people or a birth of a nation, because Adam simply means first. Adam comes from atum or atomus, meaning from the earth, right, or earthly red, or
Which is why
clay-born,
you're made up of
etc.
atoms.
Exactly. It's like atum being first is literally going into the atom. You know what I'm saying? And the Eve is the Eve of the beginning, the dawning of something. You see what I'm saying? When you
The
really
dawning
get
of a new era, the beginning of,
exactly.
yeah, the
Hmm.
start. It needs to give birth, damn it. Let's just say
That's right. That's right. That's right. It all conglomerates into something. And even if it's talking about a physical family, it's still speaking about actual actions, and it represents the coming together of something, the splitting apart of something. It's an explanation of not only what happens in the body, but also what happens to people on the outside. So it's multi-layered. People can't just read. When they go into a book, they can't just read it surface level. You have to go back and then you have to research it. And people think because these are holy
I
books,
think
you
I
can
said
read it
that
and
to
read
you
it one
earlier,
way.
man. I read that shit so many times and I didn't
Yes,
understand
sir.
it until I looked at it from a different perspective.
Absolutely.
Can you give me the definition of Lucy? Right? Can you give me the definition of Lucy?
Definition. Well, Lucy or Lucci is like the root word of Lucifer, which simply means light bearer. That's how they get the term Illuminati, because Illuminati is to illuminate. You
Wow.
see what I'm
You know
saying?
what? I was about
So
to
they
name one of my characters that Light Bearer.
Which we
Lucy.
yeah,
already are the
Yeah.
enlightened ones, so we are the
we are
illuminary ones. Like, let's
right,
be real
I'm
with
so
it. Come on, stop playing.
right. We are the luminaries because we're the main people who enlighten one another. When you enlighten somebody, you're being a bearer of light. You see what
And
I'm
it
saying?
doesn't happen by a
Wordplay.
language, man. It
That's
happens by
right.
a vibration.
That's right. And through an action. You see what I'm saying?
You have to
You know what
do
I'm saying?
something. You can't just say something to somebody. Listen, I can meet you right now and not speak your fucking language, but if I do something that's nice and it has a good vibration to it, you gonna feel that shit. You gonna understand it, and I ain't gotta say a
That's
fucking
right.
word to you.
That's right. Way deeper than. Now, don't get me wrong. Words are powerful. A word can change a person, but
Cause it's a
the
spell.
action and the vibration is not even necessarily the word per se. It's the vibration, the tone, the way it hits. When it gets into them, that's what moves. You see what I'm saying? But the action has to be there. It can't always just be audio. There has to be video. It's like we're seeing each other now. We're seeing each other and speaking to each other in real time. But guess what? There's an action behind that. We click the joint, put the camera on, we're speaking to each other, and we're speaking through experience of
Where the other
actions,
brother
the
go?
actions that we've done. Oh, Dream? I think he ended up dropping out. He tried to come
Come on,
in
man.
another
Come on
account.
back up here, man. You know what I'm saying? The more the merrier, man. We need to hear all our voices, man. Let all our
I
voices
just
Absolutely.
count,
wanted,
man. Come on
like
back up here,
me,
bro.
I just realized when I was in college, I got to a point where I was like, male privilege. Wow, when did I have this? Like,
Yeah. You real chopped up, bro. You might want to come back. You know what I'm saying? Go off and come back in because you real chopped up.
me? Can you hear me or no?
I don't know. I can hear you I can hear both of y'all clear on my end. I don't know.
Oh, he sound chopped up on my end.
Can you hear this?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, speak, bro.
Okay, so what I was saying about, it's like my art, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking back at it. And when I look back at it, I see how it's like wow, like I'm so spiritual and I never knew it. Like Lucy, Molly and word in Galveston that means humanity. And then Lucy, Lightning. And that's what the person is in my story. She's a light bearer. And just the top I had a dream where I, got a chance to get crystals and stuff for the first time, getting real crystals. And when I was a kid, I always wanted some real crystals in my lifetime, but I never got them at all. But now I do. In 2017, I get a real crystal. And some people are not even connected to that stuff. There was a person that had a crystal, right? Terrible person. But here's the thing: terrible people can have spirituality too. So
yeah, they have their own version and form of it, absolutely. Especially because our people are not 100% evil. We are spiritual beings. We're carbonated, crystallized beings. So we are always connected to the ether. So regardless of what happens, everything we do is spirit. What you was doing, what your brain was doing was activating. It was reminding you and remembering exactly who you are, and it was expressing itself through different languages that you didn't understand.
On different levels. It was firing.
Exactly. Different cylinders.
Sometimes it can get confusing, but it was just firing on different levels. Hey, I got something here that I want my people to hear. Is it okay if I tell your people?
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
It's called the Black Pledge of Allegiance. I wrote this myself. Okay. I pledge allegiance to all melanated people all over the world, and to my brothers and sisters for which we stand. One race, under God, indivisible, and we will not stop until there's liberty and justice for us.
Yes, sir.
I love that.
I wrote that.
Sing that to me. Sing that to me.
Look, hold on. I'm gonna show you the jersey. I got jerseys. I got t-shirts, everything.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Hold on. Let me show you the front. Hold on. I'll show you the front.
Be one. Better act like you know. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I got t-shirts, bro. I got all that shit. I ain't even really pushing that shit. I'm not pushing none of this shit.
Bro,
I just want us, man.
Bro, promote it on here. Let the people know about it. They need to hear it. They need to get that.
Do you have a pass up or so I can
bro,
get it?
I'm not listen, bro. I'm not doing none of that, bro. When I tell you I'm not doing none of that, bro. Listen, I know it gotta start from somewhere, but what did I tell you, bro? This is gonna be something that is special.
Yes.
Because we have special hearts. We are special beings. And we ain't here for no fucking like my chakras, my motherfucking energy is being vibrated on a whole nother level. And all of you saying to me is love, love, love. Just love on your people, man. How hard is that? How hard is it for you to love on a motherfucker that looks just like you? I'm sorry, man. I just gotta keep it like that.
Straight up. At the end of the day, listen, never apologize for your passion. That's what we here for, brother.
Hold on. Let me show y'all this one more time.
Be one. Better act like you know.
Black first. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, we know what all that shit is. But just be you first. I don't give a fuck about what your title is. Be you.
Yes.
Be one. Be one. That's why I didn't say be black first. I said be one first.
That's right.
And that's my message.
That's right.
Be you,
that's
man.
Right.
Be one. Be one with yourself first. And that'll get you wherever the fuck you need to be.
That's right. You only by loving yourself you can love the next person. Point blank, period.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? You can only love them the way you love you. If you can't love you, how you gonna love somebody else? That person that you staring at is the other you. Male counterpart, female counterpart. That's spirit to spirit. Point blank, period.
Man, it's great that we get to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because We kind of need this, man. I know it's hard to hear, but damn, I'm sorry. Like I said, man, I done had a brother come to me like, hey, this, and that, and I was like, shit. This and that was kind of right. So I mean, this was wrong, but this was kind of right. So I gotta look at that. And I looked at it, man. And I came back a better person.
Sure.
So we gotta take the good with the bad, man. We know we got fucked up shit in our community, man.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
Somebody tell you something terrible or really bad, okay. Whoa, didn't really expect to hear that, but now I know what not to do. Somebody tell you a good word,
Right.
Damn, now I know what to do.
Yeah.
Now I understand why that brother has that outlook. Well, let me go back and holler at that brother, tell him what this brother said. Maybe it'll help change some things for him. And then before you know it, the cycle continues. Now you're creating better people, better environment, safer place for your elders. Now your elders don't feel like we all crazy.
And you know what's crazy? Bro, look at everything that's happening, bro. I mean, seriously, bro. Motherfucking shit is happening on so many different scales. I don't think our people really understand what is going on.
Oh, no.
Bro, it's going the fuck down right now, bro.
Well, trust me,
like, for real. Bro, we are literally in times of building our shit right the fuck back up again. And I mean to a point where you can't touch it. Bitch, I wish you would fly something over our motherfucking airspace.
That's right.
Because we own this land.
That's right. And it's happening.
See what I'm saying? See, I'm on a whole other way.
It's action. So action,
bro,
just like you said.
I'm a builder. So for anybody who see this, bro, if you want to build a motherfucking nation, bro, I can build, Nick. I can build any type of building you want. Brick, interior, exterior. I can do all that shit. And I am willing to motherfucking build a nation. And I don't want no money. I just want to do it.
We're going to converse after this. We're going to converse some more after this, brother. I got some
stuff to
download, brother.
That's what we need. Everybody's spirit should be that way. If we're going to work for these motherfuckers to have a house, why not work for a few months to have your own house for free forever? What the fuck are you talking about?
That's right. Starts here first. That's why they said the revolution will not be televised, because it starts in the mind. Starts in the mind, then it's an action.
I just want my people to come together, man. I'm tired of us fighting each other, man. It bugs me. I'm sorry, bro. It does, man.
Yes, sir.
You see me over here stressing.
It should.
Y'all, this is the only thing I stress about, bro. This is literally the only thing I stress about, bro. Like, damn, why can't we stop this fuckery? I don't care who the fuck you praise. We all praise the same God. We just don't know it because we've been split the fuck up. Bring all the fucking shit together and let's see what it really means.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. People get lost on verbiage and language.
Like,
you gotta talk to each other.
And I'm not even old, but I'm young as fuck.
That's right. We gotta talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? But we at that bridge though. We at that age where we're not too old or too young. We can reach the youth and reach the elders and grab their hands and put them together like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why things happen at 30 and then we finally mature fully at 40. You know what I'm saying? It's a complete cycle. Complete cycle.
Yep.
So, and we're already in that 40 mind state. So all we're doing right now is just putting the links together, taking the older people and the younger people. Look, see, y'all actually saying the same thing, but the verbiage is different due to time. Boom. Pull them back together.
Because we always change like our DNA.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We always changing, man. These kids don't speak like us because they don't speak like us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We speak a whole different language. And you know, when we try to do it, they clown us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you don't really know how to say it, and that's what I come right back to. We gotta stop doing that shit to each other, man.
That's right. We have to link. Connect Night Voltron, man.
Like,
You
okay,
can
oldest,
you
you
can take
don't
a
know how to say this.
hand,
You gonna teach them how to say this.
right? And you know what? Allow them. if you allow them to teach you something, guess what? They'll be malleable enough for you to teach them something. Well, let me tell you something, young blood. Back in my day, this is what we said here, blah, 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 blah. And that's what that means today. Oh, okay, you taught me something. You taught me, and guess what? Now you talking, you vibrating, you connecting. Because that's what they did for me. And I know that's what they did for you, because we was pretty similar in that when it came to connecting and vibrating with our elders.
Hey, bro, tell me I'm lying, bro. Tell me I'm lying. Okay, so when you vibrate with an OG, right? The next time you see him, the shit be so much more than what it was the first time.
It be so much clearer, so much clarity for you.
Tell me I'm lying, bro.
So much more every single time.
You be like, damn, bro. Like, I thought the last conversation was it.
Yep. And they give you a little bit more each time, especially when they see
you it, bro.
And that's how I learned to build from speaking to them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I learned. Not only just from reading, and you know, it ain't no. You can read a book all day, but ain't no book going to tell you like encountering another person, encountering an actual elder.
It's not going to tell you how to interact.
It's like, boy, what's going on? You want to talk? Well, you better go talk to that girl for somebody else, dude. It's like da 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 da. They teach you about everything. They teach you about the regrets.
Check this out. Remember when you were scared to talk to that girl in the hood, right? She was the pretty girl, right? You ain't think you could get her, right? And that old dusty, what we call nigga in the hood, was the one that gave you the confidence to talk to her, and you actually fucking got it. And there's some motherfuckers still that got they wives right now from that same story.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That old dusty nigga in the hood gave you confidence to motherfucker go and holler at her. And every time you think about your wife, you think about him like, yo, I remember him, yo. He was an alcoholic, but that was the guy that gave me the confidence to go and sleep with him. That's what I mean. It takes a village to raise a motherfucking child, and we have gotten away from it.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. 100% gotten away from that. And we need to stop playing ourselves like that. And we need to stop not only playing your elders, playing yourself at the end of the day. What did they used to tell us? Your elders are your looking glass into the future. They show you how you don't want to end up, and they show you how you can end up, and then they show you how you will end up if you do the right thing.
Hey, hold on. Hey, bro, who is this, Lulu Red Feather? She said come to Zoom when we all done. Hey, can I attend that? I swear, bro, I won't say shit. I just want to come in and just listen.
That's my partner in tribal member. Let me see. Lulu. Is he good to come? Is he good to come through, or is it just something
I would like to attend. I mean, even if not, even if me and you have a conversation afterwards, you give me a little bit of what happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got to come because I know sometimes it be like that.
I tell you what. After we get off of here, I'll tell you our usual open days, and I'll let you know when we can start the rotation like that. I ain't gonna say too much on here. But I'll give you our usual schedule, and we can fix something. All right.
Man, I would appreciate that because I got a lot going on. I'm trying to figure some shit out, and I know the family help brother out. So.
What you say? Oh, he can come? Cool. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Because we're in there right now.
Hey, or the Emperor, man, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off, but thank you. Yes, I appreciate that. Straight up.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is we're going to end the live. I'm going to make sure I post this because the people need to hear this. And I have your contact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot you the invite. And then we're going to do more on there. And what you said earlier, we're going to build on some of that as well. All right, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate what you did today, man. This shit was dope. Yes, sir. And the people need to hear this. They got to hear it. They have to.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, man. And listen, To the people, I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? As we say in our
Peace and
ancient
love, man. Peace and love.
hey, as we say in our ancient dialect of Altamaha, we say Nook a Shug Int. Nook a Shug Int. How?
Nook a Shug Int. How?
That
Look,
means
I don't even know how to say
means
that, but it just came out perfect like a motherfucker.
that's right. That means in our
Nook a Shug
language,
Is
your
that what
language,
it? Nook a Shug Int.
Nook a Shug Int.
Nook a Shug Int.
Right. And
That's dope.
that's dope. And that's the way of saying I love you, family. Hau is family. Nookashug Int. That's the oldest black language on
and you know what?
on this.
Hey,
on
look,
this show,
I don't want to say this, but hey, you know what's crazy? If we start walking around talking our motherfucking ancient language, that'll really fuck me.
Oh yeah, it'll mess them up. Wait. Y'all got a language? I thought y'all just spoke English. No, sir.
Hold on. No, for real. If we really start doing that shit, they be like, what the fuck?
And listen, as soon as you said it, it activated something in you, didn't it? As soon as you spoke it. I know.
Oh, to the God, man.
Yes, sir. We're gonna end this.
Man. I love you, man. Salute to you,
ancestors. Salute. We will be doing this again. You know what I'm saying? So, for those of y'all who are wondering, we will be doing this again, and it's going to be even more.
I want to see y'all again, man. We gotta get this bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't give a damn who channel it on. We gotta push this motherfucking shit, and all we push is peace, motherfucking, and power. Peace and power. We gotta love each other. And we gotta give each other power, man. And that's what we doing. I don't give a fuck until I ain't got a breath in my body. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's right.
And that's on me. I love y'all, man. I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace and love.
Salute.
Salute.